So today we're looking at fullbacks. We're going to go through a few of them because we have got some actual hitters at the moment. There's a lot of specials, there's a few icons now that are available, and most definitely as we are getting the 87 repeatable hero pack, it is probably only going to be repeatable 2 or 3 times. It may mean that we get the icon in the next week. Means nothing to the icons for the left back and right backs because none are 87, so you cannot physically get a left back or right back that are 87 and an icon. You've obviously got Bon Pastor, Capdevere, who I got in the very first one, Scott and Jonana Rise, as obviously they are all under 87. But we still have plenty of gold cards. We've got a few falling down now. Let's have a look and see who we go. Now, I think left back is an easy one to start with for one of the best in that position. I think Theo Hernandez, in general, he is absolutely swamping the market at the moment. If you look how much this card actually costs, he's coming in at 535,000. I don't think I've seen a left back hold a considerable amount of price like that for God knows how long. Now his rolls are obviously full spec plus. He's got an 88 now, which is 1.3 mil. Even just for a singular upgrade, it's 2s and 1s across the board. It's double the price and a little bit of change. Absolutely insane. And to be honest, he's worth every penny. He is phenomenal. If you've got a Serie A squad, let alone having Varane as an SBC, the 2 Thuram brothers, you've got Lilian Thuram as well if you wanted a right back. There's so many options for him and he is absolutely wonderful for it. The right back is where it gets a little bit kind of iffy. In terms of gold cards, I think at the moment there's only one that I would consider in that sort of top category, and that's got to be Walker. Whether he's considered there by everybody else is the big question. I think he's definitely the best gold card we've got at the moment, but whether I'd put him into an S plus against some of the icons, like we know, Carfu is obviously up there. We've got Carlos Alberto, that is obviously up there. Them two are no question. And to be honest, after using Mycon in the first couple of weeks, I do want to try and test him out again after some patches, but he was crazy good. Like that card specifically is going to be nuts in the future. If you need coins in FC25, lootbar.gg has you covered. They are the cheapest trading platform on the game, 8 to 10% cheaper than any others, 8% off if you use the code JT11 at the end at checkout, plus you get 5% extra on coins. With the fastest delivery system going, used by many FC25 creators such as Zorky, Manny Plus, and even Pro owners. So if you need any coins, head over to lootbar.gg, make sure JT11's in the promo code, and hopefully you enjoy. Which then leads us to a lot of the golds. Now, a lot of them have definitely dropped down. I think when we look at the likes of Lucy Bronze, we see Alphonso Davies, they're very much in one category of either pace and kind of a little bit of defending physical, or more defending physical and no pace. So it depends on what you want. And then also you have got the rolls. That's an absolute new game changer depending on the formation you play. So your defending may be different to mine. When you look at kind of left backs, you've got fullback, defending and balance, wing back, full back, attacking wing back. And it all depends what you actually like in a left back, right back. Now, if you like the attacking wing back, then Alfonso's going to be somebody who's more in your category rather than myself, because I don't play the wing back. I like having a solid fullback. I play normal fullback with defense, and then you're not going to necessarily have any attacking options from your left and right back, which, for instance, someone like Theo really good at. Like that is kind of his bread and butter. We see the false back in someone like Trent. That works really, really well for a certain tactic. For me, it's not necessarily my go-to. I think Trent would be more towards an S. We look at the likes of Cancelo, can play both right back and left back. Again, solid centre back, solid left back or right back, but he's not really going to kind of go too crazy in my opinion. When we look at somebody in the kind of A+, I think maybe you could potentially go and put Alfonso up there a little bit more. Hakimi would definitely fit into that category as well, where they're not quite in that S for me, but they are definitely still a decent caliber, because none of these cards are necessarily terrible in their own way. They are very good. The only one I think I have missed who's a great left back as a very starter is Undogi. Great A+ left back, cost you absolutely next to nothing, and he really puts in that shift. I don't know where he's actually got in this list, but he's fantastic. And then you've got other right backs like Kounde. He's got that multiple position in him. Can play centre back if you don't necessarily have that, or you could shift him onto the right back if needed. Now obviously he's going to have different pluses depending on what you're going with. A ball playing defender, not my style, but he does have the fullback plus, which most definitely is. And I think he definitely captivates that really well. Ferland Mendy, another one who's obviously going in the top, does have an evolution as well. They're broken in themselves still, so we're waiting for them to be fixed, which could be at any time, to be honest. But then we do have the Bacha, we have Sakina, and then you also have Rolfo. Again, 3 very good left backs. I think left backs this year have definitely gone above and beyond. Right backs are about there, but they're still not quite it. Like Frimpong's A+, definitely for his 84. Definitely on the 88, we're looking at a higher level of him, which was always going to be. I think the base card was just very much name orientated to what we saw last year, but he's kind of just good. Again, very much pace. I think the same with these ladies. They are one away from an upgrade in my opinion. Sakina's probably one I would expect to go one more up, but I think when we're looking at the left backs now, I'd be looking a little bit higher in my opinion. We have got Silva, another cracking right back for very, very cheap. Can be upgraded as well, like all of the UCL cards. I think they are coming all at a very good level. I think DeMarco puts himself into that S as well. More again of kind of an attacking left wing back sort of style left back, more so than anything. His roles, he's obviously got plus on left mid and left back. We don't have any left wing backs in the game, so it's where your tactics would lie more. It's kind of in that 5 back with the attacking wing backs, giving you 3 centre backs still. We got Alaba. One with him is obviously his SBC is not available anymore, but I do think he's a better CDM in my opinion. I think he's definitely got the stats across the board to play left back, but I would be definitely looking in the middle more so for him. So kind of a little bit redundant in a left back, but he still has got the stats if you need it. Someone like Delo, obviously very good card, same as Gusto. Both very, very good right backs in the game. Nice upgrade, seeing as though we had Walker, and that was kind of about it for a very reachable level. Like you'd be looking at Loriente, you'd be looking at a Pedro Porro at the start, and even Frimpong now he is a little bit cheaper, but that was it. And then Kounde as well. Until we got the special cards and we started really seeing them. Di Lorenzo, another very nice cheap option. You've obviously got Guerrero as well, which then leaves pretty much the heroes and icons, and this is where the hard bit comes in, because we're still at that point where a lot of the icons are better than a lot of the normal cards until we get into like the 3rd and 4th promo, where cards start really ramping up on playstyle pluses, on stats for the defending side. You're not really going to see too many left backs going over, say, Roberto Carlos. He's still incredible, but it's the playstyle plus a lot of the time. With Carlos, it's a little bit different as he has got the Deadpool plus, but it's not quite at that level yet. Capdevia is obviously still an S. I think all of the heroes from the left-hand side are definitely looking into that S, bar from maybe John Arnarise. Again, another one that just... He's more of a past and present squad builder. He's got the power shot, which is fantastic if you go and attacking with him, but realistically, I'm not doing that in my personal self, so it's very unuseful at times. And then when we look at the right backs for obviously the icons, I think all of them are on a certain level. Alex Scott, I'd possibly just creep in there. She's definitely dropping down a little bit more as we get more right backs with obviously the Playstyle Plus, the extra bonus there. That's going to take her to that kind of downgrade in my opinion. To be honest, could even downgrade her now, to be fair, like stats wise. We've got better already. Like they're very bug standard. There's no Playstyle Plus to bring her to, whereas a lot of the icons, they are still at a very good price. Like we said, none of the fullbacks can be packed in the icon pack anyway, so that's going to keep them at a massive, massive rating. When we look at Thuram as well, a fullback plus, arguably for me, he could go up into that S plus as well. Whereas Lahm and Zanetti, I like them, and I think they're very good in their role. But I would personally say they are better in that kind of CDM role when we get a special version of them. We start seeing Zanetti as a CDM, same as Lahm. We saw it for Footies for Lahm, and he was so much better. Zanetti can obviously play both roles and can play in that centre mid already, so it is just a question of where you'd personally go with them. But that's going to be my list for today. Let me know down below your fullbacks. How do you play them? Who you got? And who are you most looking forward to? Peace.